Thank you, Kathleen. Hello, my name is Srđan, and I'm a project leader of this TagITSmart project. My task today is to sell you the project and to sell it so well that by the end of the presentation you will go at the back-end table there where Dave and Iker are. Dave, Iker, wave. So you will be queuing there by the end of the presentation, wanting to see our smart bin at work. So, TagITSmart is a cool project, and you want to follow it. There is a Twitter there, start following it right now, to be able to get all the information that you need to start using our tools. What the project is about, okay, I'll need this thing here. As you are all here for IoT meetup, I guess you know what IoT is about. So it is about all these hardware stuff there. So some batteries, some sensors, electronics, all the stuff. And it usually costs a few euros, 10 euros, 50 euros. And it's great if you want to know how your house is behaving, what's happening in your car, in your building. But what if you want to know what's happening with these products that you are using every day, that you want to buy or to eat? Can they tell you their story? Can they tell you what happened with them from the moment they left the factory up to the moment that you want to buy them? They can't. And that's exactly what we are doing now. So what if your favorite ham is being kicked around, mistreated, and you are getting it at the end in a very shaky, kind of a bad condition? You want to know that. And those products have to tell you their story. And this is what we are enabling. We are enabling mass market products to tell you their story. Each individual product to tell you their each individual story. How we are doing that? We are using, obviously, smartphones, because that's something that you carry with you when you go shopping. Is that correct? Yeah, you see. You take the smartphone, you scan the product, and it tells you then whether it was sitting for ages in the heat, or your orange juice was really feeling nice, cold, and cozy in a fridge, because you want to use that orange juice, not the other one. And imagine that if it was ice cream. No, and then it melts down, and then they put it in the fridge, and kind of comes back to the shape, then it melts down again. You don't want to eat that ice cream. So how do we do this? Obviously, we can't attach a lot of these batteries and the stuff to each product, because ice cream costs, I don't know, 1 or 2 euros, and the Raspberry Pi costs 30 euro. Doesn't make much sense. So what do? We print our smart tags. So we use QR codes. And you say, wow. But we are using QR codes that are printed with a mix of inks. So we use normal ink, and we use magic ink. And our magic ink appears and disappears as we want it. So we use a bit of a magic ink, and we get a colorful QR code. And then when your ice cream or your orange juice is left on the heat, that magic ink will disappear, like here. And when you scan your QR code without magic ink, you will know that something was happening with your ice cream, that it was held at temperature that was way above the temperature that was supposed to be held. And then the same thing goes with the heat, so that's temperature, with the humidity, with light, with oxygen level. So we can print sensors into QR codes. And by printing them, you get 3 or 4 different sensors, and we can let your products tell you the story, what was happening with them. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I told you it's a cool project. Okay, so these are the codes. And okay, let me do the experiment. I have time, yeah? So this, the circle around this, I don't know how it's called in English, that's magic. So let's see. It disappeared. Well, I didn't tell it here. So we do have alcohol as well. And I specifically ask for that type of tags for presentations, because every time I do a presentation, I get to get a glass of wine and nobody can complain, which is cool. Okay, so that's, yes, you can play with it later on, and you can see how it can be, as I said, at the back there, we have a smart bin, and we have a use case with vaccines, which is much more serious than ice cream. But there are many other things that you can do there. So, what do? We use these smart tags, we use your smartphones, we use cloud. We combine in cloud all your readings, and we provide you or me as a consumer a lot of information about the product. But at the time when you are scanning the product, you are also sharing that information with the retailer, with the shop, with the manufacturer, with the logistics company, supply chain, and you are getting a lot more transparency in the whole system, and the manufacturer can improve their process, transport company can show that they are complying with all the requirements, retailers can bring and offer you new and better quality service. So there are a lot of different things and a lot of different applications that you can build on top of this type of information by only the main thing you need is to make these products speak. And that's what we are, as I said, building. So this is us. There are, so in total, I think we have almost 1 million employees in all our companies that are in the consortium. So it's my company, 50 people, my friend Rob company, 1 person. But then we have also Fujitsu, Unilever, so when you add Siemens, so we are somewhere around 1 million. But what is cool about that is that we have research, we have technology providers, we have end users. So we have a French association of retailers. You can do a lot of different experiments there. We have some local, well, regional retailers. We have people with printing machines, with meat factories. So not only that we can provide technology, but we can also provide playground for a lot of different experiments and companies that will be willing to buy what you build if you did it and if you do it properly. And finally, to make it even nicer, we do have some money as well. And we'll be splitting it in 2 calls and trying to either get you to build some additional components for the platform or to run some experiments and run services on our components. So, if you didn't remember so far, website, Twitter, me, and Dave and Iker over there. Thanks.